Hello everybody, it's Jana here, and we have got day 4 of my own personal road to Hypespotting 2, the video diary of me, practicing, training, getting all together and giving you some information about the event Hypespotting 2 that's coming up at this hotel in Glasgow on the 30th and the 31st of March, which is Scotland's sickest fighting game event of the year. Please be there, you're going to have some fun, you're going to have some great times, and man, you're just going to have an awesome time, right? So we're going to talk about some casuals, as I already alluded to, earlier on, we talk about Skullgirls in the past few videos, still love that game, love the support that people are getting it. It's $250,000 now, that is sick. Shouts to anybody who's donated to that, you're all awesome heroes and you should all be commended, and hopefully, we'll be rewarded with patches and Steam versions, we can all play together, have a lot of fun online. Sure, who cares if, maybe the tournament scene isn't as big as people want, but, a game you can enjoy casually, it's a lot of fun, you can maybe get into it, who knows, maybe tournaments will come any other time, but of course we've got other casuals going on. Talk about Hypespotting, talk about casuals, man. If you want to play some casuals, bring your own setup, there'll be space for setups, so, you and a couple of friends that are going down, maybe you want to run a side tournament for another game, I don't know, maybe Darkstalkers, maybe Mortal Kombat 9, maybe one of the games that maybe didn't make the lineup for Hypespotting. If you guys want to, come and play those games and run a side tournament, or just casuals for that game, you're free to do that, you're free to come down, just as long as, the priority is, even though there's side tournaments going on, the priority is that you get your own main tournament games played. So, if you're in for A and E's on, maybe don't enter the side tournament, or ask if your games can be put aside until such time as you're either out of the tournament, or, you've progressed as far as you can that day. Just to stress it, we don't want, we are all for people bringing their own casual setups and, having fun, bringing their own games and stuff, coming into the hall, paying the money to get in, taking over a casual setup and just monstering it up all day. That is fine. Whatever your game is, you are free to do that. We would love for you to do that. Whether it's Mortal Kombat, VF9, a kind of Heart Blaze Boy, anything like that, just turn up and play it and it would be sick. We would absolutely love for you guys to come. But remember, tournament games take priority, so don't be in the way of tournament matches or anything like that, and man, we'll have fun, stuff like that. We'll just get it all going, and of course I'll be bringing my Skullgirl stuff, if we can get a couple casual sessions of that going, if you really like, and I'm absolutely fine for that. Other things as well that we could talk about, leading in Hypespotting, of course, ready up doing the pub quiz. Pub quiz is going to be sick. I've loaded this out, but if you see fighters right there and you want to play with your mind, what do you remember about games? Do you know the name of that soundtrack? Do you know the name of that move? Who knows? I don't even know what the questions are. Maybe they'll go into frame data. Maybe they'll ask you the frame data on one of Q's rust punches or something. Q's claw, that stuff. They'll ask you that. Who knows? I don't know. I'm not on the quiz team. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you anything about that. But whatever, right? So today we're going to do some more arcade edition videos. We've done some Marvel, we've done some other things. Going to get back to the arcade edition. I played some ranked earlier today. Got a few matches in. So there'll be a couple matches for this video and a couple matches for the next video I do as well, that covers well, I like to mix up and try different games different days, of course. So I'm going to go into AE later on, but other things first, right? Guys, I'm looking for people to interview in the videos, so if any of you guys want to give your thoughts on Hypespotting, maybe you were there last year, want to pimp it out, tell everybody there how it was all going on, how it was. If you want to tell us that, if you just want to come up for a chat, I'm a fun guy, we could have some banter, we could have some chat going on, maybe you want to just chat about some stuff, maybe some games, maybe some other stuff like that. Maybe do a co-commentary over Skype or something. Maybe you've got your own games that we could talk about, maybe you're doing your own practice for Hypespotting, maybe you've got your own replay saved and you want to play your own games, stuff like that. I'm absolutely cool and legit with that. If you guys want to come on, just let me know, just message me on Facebook, just message me on Twitter. As you can see, Twitter is definitely down there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. So if you want to, communicate on Twitter and all sorts of stuff like that, I'm absolutely down for that. If you guys want to, at least, talk on Skype or something, get some chat going on, maybe even hit me up with some topics for the next video if you want me to go over anything else, and then you've still got Third Strike, Tekken and King of Fighters to cover, games I'm not totally keen or good at. Well, I like Tekken and I like Third Strike and I do like it. I wouldn't say keen, but games I'm really not good at, I've not put that much time into, and games that I'm not really going to enter. I think I'm maybe in a team for Tekken Tag 2, you never know. But anyway guys, we've got all that sort of stuff going on. So if you guys want to, hit me up with any of that stuff, that is absolutely freaking awesome, and it'd be great. So, we're going to get into these matches now. We're going to get into some Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition matches. So the first one, it may not be big full, but we are up against again. Now, again, for maybe you don't know, maybe you're not too into Street Fighter 4, Gen's a stance change character. He's a character that, you know, he's got 2 stances, so he's got pretty much double the normals of any other character in the game. You know, so there's a lot to learn and a lot to get the gift for, right? But the things that change in the stance as well is, you know, properties of the moves. You know, some moves knock you up, but jump arc changes as well, and specials that are in the moves as well. So you really got to be wary of stuff like that. And you know, coming in. So he's in his punch stance. So he's going to start from there. Goes into kick stance right there, and as you can see, he jumps a lot farther forward. You know, he's got a bit of float air jumps far forward. There we go. Shouldn't really have pressured him that hard. He is going to go for the DP. As you can see, you got the inputs on, so you can see how he goes. But he's got the input. That's pretty damn good. So there we go. So I'm getting pressured there. You know, go for a light kick. Try to create. Notice them walking back, and the thing I like to do when I see a character walking back is create space. Tried to up kick there, and it didn't go too into my favour there, so that was a silly mistake. Get away, oh, take the throw. Not a good punish. If I for some reason up kick into the corner, please just like punish me with a punch. As you can see, you went for the David special there, you know, big full, which is, you know, you go for the up kick and then you finish the EX later on. So we go, can't dodge, but you can't see him personally. That's got no chip, so I'm going to jump in. Oh, the knee crosses up, changes direction. That's nice. There we go. Again, goes to the David special. Punish with a light, catch him hitting buttons. Ooh, frame trapped him myself. That was nice. So you can see, living on the edge in that round there, you know, things I really should have done, you know, really, you know, should have maintained a distance again, you know, let him come to me, you know, I've got the fireball game, I've got meter as well, I can EX out of the way. Tried to upkick that for some reason, even though I wasn't charged down, but what are you going to do? So anyway, jumping in now, you know, try to beat his upkicks, but he's not trying for the upkicks now. I think I've gone to the point where he just doesn't want to upkick anymore, and that's going to be his downfall. You can see, oh, tried to slide the Olga kick off the wall, didn't totally work out. You know, but that's how it goes. That's how it goes in that match, right? So you know, Gen is a, you know, he's a really good character. He's got that 60% super and ultra. He's got off the wall moves. You know, he's got his dive kicks off the wall, which you can combo into things as well. You know, he's a tough character. As you can see, you know, I did alright in that matchup. I'm not gonna lie. You know, got blocky at some points, I think, but you know, it's a fun matchup to do. We're going to see one where I lose, and this is a matchup that you don't really see me get to play often. And you're going to be surprised that I'll lose this one, but when you think about it, maybe not too much. So what match is it? So it's Snowy Rail Yard, and I'm in a mirror match against the DJ. I don't know about you guys, but I hate mirror matches. Mirror matches, you know, are the worst thing. And for some reason, right, DJ has no way to get on DJ, and I should really have played this match more defensively. And you're going to see me get hit by things that, you know, I usually hit you guys with. So, you know, this is going to be great for you guys to see. You know, this is going to be fun. But anyway, I go in and slide recover quicker than I thought I would, so he gets the jabs out, managed to jab me faster. And he gets the combo. I know what you're thinking, see, you never do that combo, why don't you do that combo? Shut up. Just shut up. So we've got light so back going over the lows. That's another good thing that DJ's got. So I'm panicking in this match. I'm really worried. You know, I don't know how this is going to go. Oh man, he's just sliding under it. Of course, light so back goes over the lows, but knee also hits. But slide also hits kind of high. You know, it hits. It's more of a mid height. So you know, it goes over it. Moves like Chun-Li's legs and, you know, stuff like that. So anything that's like a crouching punch or a really thick leg crouching move is going to beat it out. There we go. So I'm getting caught out here. Really not doing too well in this matchup. You know, I really should have turtled up and tried to pressure on myself. There we go. Caught with the up kick. Managed to take the throw though. Even though throw taking on line is not good. So we go. Going to get so bad I'm going to die because that was stupid for me. Should have rocked out an ultra there. Really should have just done an ultra. Why not? Why not indeed? So you know, not a really good first round. So I need to play more defensively. You see me back up, but then the impatience of the janitor just comes back in, and I'm just like, no, I'm going back in. No, I really can't do this, and I get caught. There we go again. DJ's EX up kick gets blown up by crouching. You know, crouch in front of me, and that's it. Really don't know what to do. So he goes into machine gun upper and doesn't do it. And there we go. I try to cross him up, forgetting that his up kick is an alright reversal. But we're going to see me try and work that again. I try and do up kicks here, and I get caught out by the knee. So you know, now I'm using knee to stop my own, you know, just kind of create a safe jump situation there. I'm going in, there we go. Tries to focus a backdash out there, but I catch him, and again, jump in before the up kick can actually do it. And again, up kick doesn't come out, and I get caught by the knee. But you know, mash out there, yeah, I mashed that out. I don't care. I don't care what you think about me. I mashed that shit out. I just went for it. What are you gonna do? Up kick, there we go. Right, again, baited him. Should have punished better. You know, up kick was not a good idea, but I stopped him from doing up kicks, and that was what he wanted. So we get the punish into the fireball, and there we go. So again, trying to play my game there, but I really can't play my own game against DJ. You know, DJ cannot get in on DJ. That is actually how this matchup goes, and it is it's frightening. It's shocking. It really confuses me on what to do. So we go, block that fireball, should have just jumped it. Catch him landing, jab too early though, and again I'm going to get caught by the up kicks. I really should be kneeing that more, you know, just to stop it, and I stuffed the up kick there. And again, missed the up kick there because he should have tried to jab there, or tried to stand and jab actually, because a frame faster I might have got away with some stuff. Again, now I've stopped him from doing up kicks, right? This is where I should have capitalised and went for the throw there. Should have just continued the combo, continued the pressure. Should have capitalised on the fact that he was not willing to anti-air me anymore, and just went in. Again, he tries EX dash, he does it twice, blows his whole meter on that. You know, not a move that I would do, but you know, he got the throw because I really wasn't expecting it. And again, go for a kick, there we go, get caught, yeah, that's what you want to do. You stop him from doing stuff. Here goes Nail, I so batted way too late there. I'll try to go in again, you know, stopping him from anti-air, and got him to respect the fact that I'm going to come in. You know, what I should have done is just capitalised on more pause in there though. You know, like the fact that I got him to stop, I should have done a crouching leg kick, comboed into Sobat. That would have stopped a lot of things. Just slide on the fireball again, tried for the up kick, but nothing happened, and I get blocked by the knee in the face. So yeah, don't worry guys, I know what you're talking about, and again I'm going to get caught by another Sobat. Yeah, I went for a Sobat too and I got caught by it. You know, a little bit of a humbling experience here, getting beat by my own character, but once again, I hate the mirror match. It sucks. It's the most annoying thing that you can play. If anybody doesn't think that, I will fight you. I will fight you so hard. If you love mirror matches, you must be playing fucking Ryu or something, because clearly the mirror match does not apply with that character. So what other matches we go on, and what else do you want to see? I've got two more. I've got one more special one, right? So you're going to see me go up against, I don't know, because like I don't like playing matches where I win, and the only match that I lost tonight was against that DJ. So you know, I kind of got a bit of a thing about, you know, posting that. But I suppose we can watch at Ken. You know, everybody loves to laugh at Ken. You know, everybody loves to laugh at me pointing at Ken. So here we go. Yeah, bite that nail. Right, so here we go. Ken with Ultra 2. You know, Ultra 2. Never really been a fan of Ultra 2, mainly because you can just crouch it. Like, you know, like that's probably the scrubbiest way to think about it. You can crouch it if you're doing wake up. Shit. This is crouch on reaction. It's fucking ass. Yeah, that's right. That's what I think. That's the first thing. General rule number one. How good is it as a wake up ultra? Is it really good? Because if it is, that's awesome. Here we go, going in. I get thrown though. He went for the, I don't know he went for it, but then heavy kick, going for the overhead there. Right, so Ken, of course, really should not be going in on Ken. He's got DPs for days. You know, really shouldn't be doing that. But again, just jumping in on him, why not? Because this is the genre plays, and I get caught by a DP there. No, that was a silly move there. But again, light so back goes over the lows, so I'm going to catch stuff there. I don't even know why I went for that knee. I really didn't think to go for that. I'm sure I must have tried to go for an up kick and then I adjusted it in the air. You know, thought it was being all flying stuff, and I get caught by a fireball there. Oh my goodness, that's not too good. Oh, looking at future cam, that's a problem right there. So here we go, going to jump in on Mike, just walking back and forth. You know, see if I can bait the DP. The guy seemed a bit DP happy, so why not? But get caught by that crouching light again. Other things though, if you've got a fireball invincible move between that medium and that fireball, it's not a true block string, so you can hammer something out. If you've got an ultra that's fast, you've got a DP that's fast, just rattle out, just smash him in the face, just bop him hard. That's my recommendation right there. You know, Jana recommendation 101. Is bop him, right? So throwing fireballs again. Early heavy punch with DJ is also a really good air normal. Again, tried to go for the slide, went for the slide a little bit too late and I got caught. This step kick is going to go forward and beat the Sobat every time, because the Sobat, again, as I've said earlier, only goes over lows. Mid hitting moves are gonna beat it. There we go. Once again, he just doesn't even know. He doesn't even know about my jumping heavy. So I'm just going to go in, see if he's going to DP. Nope, again. Goes for the step kick though, but I do get hit by a combo there. Uses a bit of his meter. I don't think he needed to use that, but whatever. So we go. Oh, getting caught by the DP once again. Again, was that another EX one that he blew? I think it was. So we're going to back off, and again he doesn't even know. Jumping heavy punch. Once again, looking at future cam. Silly me. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, CJ? I don't know. But anyway, that was me against the Ken online, you know. That's kind of how a lot of matches go online, you know. I don't think people realise DJ's got some really alright normals, and I'm not. I think I have a bit of an advantage by not playing like conventional DJ style, which is, you know, play defensively until they get in and then apply the vortex. I'm going to put the vortex in your face, and then I'll only zone when I'm in trouble. which never really works out for me. I've got one more match, actually against a special guest. He is definitely one of Scotland's more well-known players. He you know, comes to a lot of events, plays online, places really well in tournaments, and for some reason he has just got the Oscar season feeling right here. I don't know what he was actually thinking right now, guys. I mean, I love the Oscars as much as you, but to go so far out of your way that you make your character's colour gold to, you know, go after the statuettes, gold and metal, is really amazing. And of course, I'm playing against versus Scotland's own Milligano. As you can see, he's so elite, his points show up so early. He's got too many points, that's what I'm talking about. So here we go, right? Oh, he goes for that head stomp, and he just doesn't find anything, you know, really weird for Nathan. Usually he's a lot more safe, but for some reason, just not doing it too well today. So here we go, coming in, just throwing fireballs, playing that zone game, because I know Nathan's told me to play the zone game, but again, went for a frame trap there, not even a frame trap. Don't know anything about Nathan. Yeah, use your head stomp to get out of there. Yeah, cool. Don't head stomp me again though, man. You know I can anti-hear that shit. Where are you playing it, man? Actually playing it, you just go down back, Nathan. Yeah, of course you go down back. What else are you going to do? What else are you going to do? Here we go, oh, cross up knee, but you didn't know about that tech. No, you didn't. Oh, do you even block, Nathan? Do you even block? Have you forgotten what a cross up is? Is that Hamilton net kicking in? Is that what's happening? Is that what's actually going on? Oh my goodness, man, come on. You're better than this. Getting blown meter at the start of the match, you try to scare me? Try to scare me with your flashing gold badge? Come on, you're not going. You try to throw? You think I'm going to throw you there? I'm watching your inputs, man. I know what's going on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you like that? You like all those kick buttons? Yeah, is that you plinking there? Is that what plinking looks like? Oh, come on. Do you even block? Oh, stunning, man. Stunning. What happened? Oh, come on, man. If anybody needs practice for Hypespotting, man, it's definitely you. I can't believe you actually let that happen, man. That's shocking. Come on, Milligano. What's going on, man? What is this score here? Are you just trolling online or something? Wait, is this just a big joke to you? You're like, I can play CG, it's fine. Doesn't matter, beat him offline anyway. Online, I'm just going to take my hand off the stick. Just going to hit one button. It's all good. Come on, Nathan, man. Really? Playing me like that? Come on. So anyway, on that rather depressing note of disrespect and, you know, just down and outright shamefulness, you know, that's pretty much the video game playing portion of the show over. And, you know, just going to recap some things. Of course, if you guys want to be guests, hit me up. You know, I'm happy to have guys to talk to on Skype, stuff like that. You know, get some people in the video, get some more discussion going on. I mean, come on, we've got what? Still another 30 days of these videos to go. So come on, guys. I mean, we're not even in March yet. We're in March now. We've just pushed ourselves into March right now. So guys, come on, we've got another 30 days of these videos before the actual event Hypespotting. So if anything else you want to talk about, any other games you want to talk about, if there's anything that you're passionate about on the road to Hypespotting, it's on your road to Hypespotting, please let me know what's going on. Anyway guys, thanks very much for tuning in once again. Hope you're having as much fun watching these as I'm having making them, because, you know, I'm enjoying these videos. If you want, you know, maybe share them out online, tell your friends, oh, this Janner guy is doing these cool videos, you know, maybe let them watch, you know, stuff like that. That'd be pretty damn cool. Anyway guys, thanks very much for taking the time to tune in. Please, you know, do some stuff here, help me out guys. Anyway, catch you later. See ya.